In our last section, we touched on how a global address is not possible given issues of access. We're going to return to that idea here because it is such an important point. As we discussed, access limits who we can address. If we publish something on the internet, then we cannot address those people who do not have internet access. But, one might object, what if those people got access from other people who could go online? This brings us to a hugely important mistake in reasoning that people often make when considering an audience. If you have to tell a story about who could be addressed in your work, that is, if you have to really make a case that someone could be an audience member, then you are likely going to miss who your real addressed audience is. Given enough time and gymnastics in reasoning, one could make a case that anyone is being addressed by their writing because anyone could be addressed given the right circumstances. This is a dangerous path to follow, and it is one of the ways people mistakenly arrive at the conclusion that their audience is somehow everyone. To avoid this trap, we have to carefully attend to who will likely be addressed by our work. Returning to the example of your ePortfolio websites, we can assert that the likely audience will be those whom have internet access and have been given the web address to the site by you. From that initial access point, you could then get more specific with your audience without being led astray by creative stories about who could be an audience member. For now then, as you consider your addressed audience, stay close to who is going to have access, and this will help you avoid the myth of a global audience. As you may have noticed, when we start to consider audience addressed in some contexts, like online writing, the line starts to blur between audience addressed and audience invoked. In our next video, we'll talk more about audience invoked and some of the ways to avoid a global audience by considering the invocation directly.